These are the Beats Fit Pro, the brand new sports and activity earbuds from Apple Beats. And although they were released in the US last year, they've only just arrived in the UK, being released next week. And I was lucky enough to get my hands on a pair early, so I've been able to put them through their paces and to find out if they're worthy successors to the mighty Power Beats that preceded them, and whether they're even a threat to my go-to current earbuds, the AirPod Pros. Let's find out. So I'm going to kick things off by saying I've always been a big fan of Beats headphones, and although their bass-rich, heavy sounds of old was a bit of an acquired taste, ever since they were bought by Apple has reined in that bass-rich sound and have fine-tuned these headphones to make them some of the best headphones on the market today. So like all Apple and Beats products, unboxing these was a pleasure, and inside you had the usual things you'd expect to see, including a USB-C charging cable, spare silicone ear tips, and all of your paperwork, including a cool Beats sticker as well. Now, one of the things about being part of the Apple family means that they get to take advantage of some of the great Apple technologies like the H1 chip, for example. The H1 chip means that these Beats headphones sync beautifully with your Apple devices. All it takes is one simple pairing process and they're paired with all of your Apple devices, from your Mac to your iPad, iPhone, all the way to your Apple Watch. It also means that it can take advantage of some of Apple's other key features like stereo sound, spatial audio, and audio sharing with other Apple and Beats H1 headphones. And Android users can rejoice as well, because these headphones will work fine with your Android devices. Granted, you might not get some of the key H1 features that the Apple users will benefit from, you will still get a fantastic experience with these headphones. So these headphones are primarily designed for sports and activities. That means these are sweat-proof, durable, and have a great fit in your ear. Now, the headphones that preceded these were the 2019 Power Beats, a pair of headphones that I owned ever since their release. I used them for running, I used them for the gym, and to be honest with you, they were my headphones of choice even when I was washing the car and doing some of the DIY around the house. Just knowing that they had a secure fit on my ear and that they were durable meant that they actually were the type of headphones that you wouldn't feel too nervous about using when you're doing something active. Now, although I really enjoyed the use of the Power Beats, they did have some features that frustrated me. For example, the loop that would go around your ear did used to become uncomfortable after a little while. Another thing that I wasn't too keen on the previous Power Beats was the case. It was a hefty case that was difficult to put in your pocket and quite awkward to keep around you whenever you'd go for a run. Now, I must say, having owned the Power Beats that preceded these, I love the updates that these headphones have been given. For starters, the case is so much more smaller and slicker than the previous Power Beats. The previous Power Beats case was a monster. This is pretty much half the size, instantly more pocketable. The Power Beats case was not pocketable at all and very awkward to hold. Another upgrade that I like is the introduction of USB-C. That is a very welcome addition to any Apple device. Although Apple is clinging onto the Lightning technology for a lot of its devices, a lot of them are now pushing over to USB-C, so there is hope. Once you pop open the case, you're presented with the headphones, and they look stunning. Magnetically held in place. This is of course a charging case, so while the earbuds are in there, they're charging away. The case itself holds 18 hours of charge, and the earbuds themselves have 6 hours of use time. Together, that's 24 hours of charge. One of the features that I do really appreciate in the Beats Fit is the buttons on the side. These have a satisfying push that can allow play, pause, or skipping back and forth on tracks. You can also use the buttons to activate Siri or to activate the noise cancelling and transparency modes. One of the things that was a little bit annoying is that I found that I was pressing the button every now and then as I was putting the earbuds in my ear. However, I started to just grip them a little bit differently and I found that that was happening less and less. Now, these earbuds are designed for the sports and activity market, so the key thing that these earbuds have to get right is a secure and comfortable fit in your ear, and they do that wonderfully. Although the Power Beats from before had a loop that went around your ear that could be quite uncomfortable, these have a soft wingtip that just provide that extra bit of fitting in your ear, and they're very comfortable. Apple and Beats didn't stop there. In fact, they really went to town with this upgrade. They actually added active noise cancellation to these headphones. Having active noise cancellation in them and to have the H1 chip takes these Beats headphones to a whole nother level and really starts to bring it into competition with the AirPods Pro. The performance of the active noise cancellation in these earbuds is excellent. I'd say they're on par with the AirPods Pro. Now, along with the ANC, you get transparency mode. Now, although the transparency mode does work, I wouldn't say it's the best transparency mode, but again, it's not too far off what you would find on the AirPod Pros themselves. As I mentioned before, one of the party pieces of these headphones is the H1 chip, and using features like spatial audio is a really nice additional touch. And if you've got Apple Music and you have access to the Apple lossless Dolby Atmos tracks that are there, you're going to find that you have a fantastic experience with the spatial audio. The Beats headphones are very stylish headphones. They look great, they have a great presence, and it's really cool to have some black earbuds again after rocking the white AirPod Pros for such a long time. I'm a huge fan of red and black. Red and black is my favorite color combination. So for me to get the matte black headphones with the red Beats emblem on them is my idea perfect. Now the success of these Beats headphones really only depends on one thing, and that's to give you great sound and audio quality while staying secure in your ear while you're doing sports and activities. I had a 10-minute skipping session with these on to see just how secure they were in my ears, bearing in mind I'm jumping up and down for 10 minutes and these stayed perfectly in my ears. And as a disclaimer, I actually didn't even put them in my ears correctly. At that point in time I hadn't realised that I wasn't using the wingtip the way it was meant to be used to secure them in, and yet they still didn't fall out. Once I did realise how to secure the wingtip properly, they were even more secure. As I mentioned in the past, I enjoy going for a run. I took these earbuds for a run and they were fantastic. Again, they were comfortable, they stayed in my ear securely, and I put the sweat resistance to the test as well and they passed fine. So let's get down to the key question. Are the Beats Fit better than the AirPod Pros? Let's go category by category. So let's start with the size. I still find that the AirPods are smaller and a little easier to carry around, although both of these still fit in that strange little square pocket that we seem to have in all pairs of jeans. Next up is battery life. Believe it or not, the Beats actually have a better battery life than the AirPod Pros, with 6.5 hours listening time on these, 4.5 hours listening time on the AirPod Pros. Both charging cases, however, can bring up the charge to 24 hours, and both of these feature the 5-minute power boost that can give you 1 hour of usage from 5 minutes of charging. Then let's talk about sound. Now sound is a subjective thing depending on the kind of sound you like and the kind of music you listen to, but if you want the pair that's more balanced and more neutral and that would suit all genres of music, then the AirPod Pros are the way to go. If the genre of music that you listen to leans towards a little bit more of a bass, heavy and richer sound, then I would recommend the Beats. Music like hip hop, R&B and EDM sound great with these headphones. However, don't get these mistaken from the Beats of old. They are still very balanced and neutral headphones and you would enjoy all genres of music in them. They really aren't as bass crazy as they used to be. Now the comfort and fit is the category that these Beats really has to win in, and they do. The soft silicone tips and wings do a great job of keeping these buds securely fitted in your ears during workouts and long periods of usage, and that's great. The fact that I can barely tell that these are in my ears sometimes is always the mark of a great fitting and feeling headphone. Now onto telephone and call quality. Now here, the AirPod Pros win this one hands down. I found that although call quality was decent on the Beats, they just weren't as good as they were on the AirPod Pros. Call quality in the AirPod Pros is sharper and louder, and to be honest with you, that's quite a big category for me, and depending on your use case, that could be a key category in deciding the winner. Now when it comes to features, again, both of these earbuds are evenly matched with the H1 chip and all of the Apple benefits that comes with it, with the noise cancellation, easy pairing, audio sharing and other features. Both of these headphones are fantastic, and don't forget both of them have access to Siri as well. Now onto the price. Believe it or not, the Beats are actually £40 or $50 cheaper than the AirPod Pros, and that is a significant amount of pocket change. Considering how closely matched these headphones are, that makes a compelling argument for the Beats. Now both of these headphones have probably one key thing that each other doesn't have. I would say that the AirPod Pros have the wireless charging feature. These Beats don't, they can only be charged via USB-C cable. However, on the other hand, the killer feature of the Beats is the way they fit in your ear. Bearing in mind that a lot of people still have trouble fitting AirPod Pros in their ears, I would go as far as to say with the silicone tips and the silicone wings on these, I think that these will fit securely in most people's ears. So to conclude, I really love these Beats Fit Pros. I love the way they look, I love the functionality, and I'm a great fan of the fact that I can use them with my sports and activities. They are worthy successors to my Powerbeats, which I've now sold, and they are a massive threat to my AirPod Pros. However, in regards to whether they're better than the AirPod Pros or not, I would say that's up to you and what you use your headphones for. I think the AirPod Pros are still the best headphones for just listening to music and making phone calls. And for most people, that's exactly what you're going to use them for. The Beats Fit, on the other hand, have the extra ability to be great for sports and activities. And I'll say they're great for telephone calls, but not as good as the AirPod Pros. But to be honest with you, for the lower price point and for all the equal features, I'd say the Beats Fit Pro are a fantastic pair of earbuds to buy if you're in the market right now. And if you're a person that enjoys sports and activities and need a pair of earbuds for the gym or for going for runs, I highly recommend the Beats Fit Pro to you. You will not regret it. I think they're great headphones. Me personally, I'm going to hang on to both. The AirPod Pros are going to remain my daily drivers, and the Beats Fit Pro will remain my activity buds, and every now and then will be my daily drivers too. But if I had to pick one over the other, as it stands today, I'd say the Beats Fit Pro is a better all-around package. So that wraps this one up today, folks. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and a like. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. As I'm sure you can see, I still don't have many subscribers. I'm still trying to build up this channel, so every sub means the world to me. I've got some great tech and gadget videos to come, so I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. So in these crazy times, please take care of your health and take care of each other. And until next time, see ya. Peace.